everyone. Welcome back. We're looking at our series on the four operations for years 3 to 6. Looking at multiplication, which is, multiplication is sort of the end zone for the notion of multiplicative thinking, which is really critical that kids understand the notion of equal groups and multiple equal groups. So clearly very, very important that the multiplicative thinking is a concept that's developed in kids because that's so necessary for place value, for certainly division. If it's important for division, it has strong applications to fractions and decimals. Very important that we get into the notion of multiplicative thinking. Just to sometimes help the kids visualise it, especially at 3-4 level or otherwise. I started down with grade 1-2s, but it's that I do activities like I've got 60 cents in my pocket. What coins could I have? So the kids need to what we establish what the coins are. I put amounts, and I said, kids, you can get there by adding, you can get there by repeated addition. Some of you might multiply. Some of you sometimes you say the word times or lots of. But I'm after a combination of coins, and I have the coins in my pocket. And but I think the important thing here is, and nobody in the room is allowed to give me more than one combination, but I record what they came up with, because there's 60 cents there, and there's 50, there's 40, there's 30. So I use my number line: 20, 10, and 1. There's 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 and 55. So you can, if they can't see clearly on the ruler, you can just put those amounts up. But I like this sort of warm-up activity for establishing where I want to go with multiplication. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And somebody might give me a combination of, like, they might say, you can have a 20, a 20, and a 20. And I go, right, 20, 20, 20. You've used repeated addition because you've added the same amount, and amount would be my keywords. I said, let's check it. So I might do it here. I then go to the number line: 20, 40, 60. Yeah, I've got 3 even jumps. Yep, that works. So let's finish off our equation. So we called it as an equation. That one definitely works. And so somebody else will be either looking at that, or they might already know one. And so let's put yours up in green. So the next combination, somebody goes, you can have 6 10s. I said, I noticed you didn't even say multiply or times or lots of, you just said 6 10s. And we hear that as you mean 6 lots of 10. And it could be that they got it from here and just said, well, gee, I see what to do. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It works. And you know what? You saved me a lot of ink, because instead of going 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, you've actually said, well, I'm not going to use repeat addition. I'm just going to use lots of. And my pen, my marker, is very happy with you, because that's all the space it took up. It even took up less than this one, which was 20, 20, 20, just 6 lots of 10. And it works, because there it is, kids. And so the kids go, oh yeah. So I think sometimes we glamorise repeated addition when actually it's mathematically a bit painful, because it does. I'm just hoping a kid gives me 12 lots of 5 and not 5 plus 5, but when it happens, it's a great little mini lesson to say, look at this, 12 5s, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, can hardly fit it in. But if you just did it as 12 lots of 5, well, it's about as long as this one. And the kids, well, that's just a common sense way to look at it. Somebody else, I hope I get a mixed combination, because the kids are looking at this going, you know what I could do? I could do 2 lots of 20 and 2 lots of 10. I said, yeah, look, we don't need the brackets really, but let's whack it in a bracket. So you get to say whack it in a bracket, which is just so good. So whack it in a bracket. Let's see how this one works. We've got 2 lots of 20, so that follows the red one, and then 2 lots of 10, which follows the green. Like, it's already there, but it's a new combination. Good one. And so that's how the activity goes. Somebody might give me another one. I record that in black, and somebody says, you can have a 20 and a 20 and a 10 and a 5 and a 5. They will see things because you recorded on the number line. It's just so critical. It's a great way to already start this notion of repeated addition and multiplication, and how one is a more effective form, and that's the multiplication that's born from our repeated addition. But that's now sets us up for division as well. All right, so that's 60 cents watt coins, but we're on our way to getting our kids doing some multiplicative thinking, and the next session we'll look at a couple of different methods. I might show you a game or two that can be the context for doing these things and getting the multiplication going. But that'll do for now. We'll see you shortly.